en un futuro. Voy a recordar también cómo he cambiado y que al final ya uno decide por sí mismo si quedarse atascado o salir adelante. Ahora sé qué es lo que quiero y hacia dónde voy. Cuando yo estaba con mi familia, vivía en pobreza. Yo vivía en una casa de lámina. Teníamos 2 camas, en una dormía mi papá, mi mamá y en la otra mis hermanos y yo. Mi papá pedía dinero en las calles y mi mamá no estaba en casa con mis hermanos. Mis hermanos y yo sufrimos de maltrato físico y psicológico por parte de mi mamá.
You can read a lot of articles these days that will tell you all children's homes are bad. Unfortunately, in our world in Guatemala, there are so many absolutely horrific situations in families where kids are abused, neglected, and trafficked. You combine that with the fact that in a lot of places, in a lot of cultures, adoption and foster care are basically not available. They're practically non-existent. What that means is that for those kids that have grown up in those really bad situations, a place like New Life Children's Home becomes an oasis.
Pues, al principio, cuando yo
When I first came here, I thought my future would be the same as my mom's, that I'd mistreat my kids, that living at a home would be useless. I remember coming with my brother, sister, and niece, and was holding on to them because I feared that they would separate us. But the first thing they did was pray for us. They showed us our rooms and they told us they would not separate us. That helped me calm down some. I really liked that I no longer had to worry about whether we would eat, who would pay for medicine if we were sick, or about my education. Despite how my parents were, I still wanted to be with them. I have always taken care of my family, no matter what. I have always taken care of them.
Ruth carries the weight and responsibility of her family. That her family doesn't disintegrate and somehow stays a family even in the midst of some really awful and difficult situations. There's ways in which she shouldn't bear that responsibility, but the fact that she's willing to bear that responsibility speaks a lot to forgiveness, despite a lot of the problems and hurts and wounds from her past. She has taken it on her shoulders to hold this family together, to show love to people who she knows needs that love.
Before I came to the children's home, I was around between 2 and 4 years old. Coming to the children's home for me was very hard because I was so young and I was depending only on mom. And for me, adopting with the children's home was something that impacted my life forever. My home parents and the children's home start giving us values and sharing treasures from the Bible. And for me, in the same time, like I saw like a light, like a hope there. And I start telling my home parents and others, teach me more about this Jesus.
When you're little, you think God doesn't do anything in your life. But over time, you see how God moves people into your life. Someone who has impacted my life a lot is Betty, because she is very close to God. So no matter what, she is always challenging us in our walk with God. She comes to visit us, and we talk a lot. We talk a lot about God. The Wheelers have greatly influenced me too, because in spite of everything, they are like our parents. So even though you fail them over and over again, they will always love you, no matter what you do. They have shown me the love of a mother and father. So we know that we aren't alone, that someone is with us each step.
And then when it came to the children's home, to Guatemala, this changed and impacted my life forever. They were example to us. They start introducing to us this Jesus about he loves you no matter what. He loves you how you are, no matter where you go or where you are or who you are.
Y que al final, o sea, uno decide por sí mismo si quedarse atascado o salir adelante. Y ahora pues entiendo que mi pasado no define mi futuro, sino que yo misma soy la que lo decido, siempre con la ayuda de Dios y aferrándome a Él y ponerlo en primer lugar a Él.
Ruth told me, you know, I remember where a series of events led to me realizing that I don't have to look backwards so much. I don't have to let that stuff be my identity anymore. I have some say in my future and who I become. I know what she went through, and I know where she is today. And like, that's one of those things that's only possible with God.
This kid who was lost, I would say, who was in crisis, now is a kid in Christ. Now it's a kid who can give a testimony. I grew up in the children's home, and look at who I am. Now I have this dream and so many goals.
And here's the thing, absolutely none of that is possible without the faithfulness and generosity of our child sponsors. They're not giving money to an institution. They are giving to little faces, and they're giving to minds, and they're giving to hearts. That's what this is all about.